Thank you. Okay, so 2 bricks. Oh, let me get this. So the first brick, and Rosie and Emily, for you guys, it's going to go vertically between the shoulder blades. And then the second brick is just there for some support for your head. So if you've only got 1 brick, you can grab a cushion or something underneath. So you're going to peel yourself down onto that first brick that comes behind the rib cage. So it needs to be reasonably high so that you can get a sense of the shoulder blades melting over the sides of the brick. So you can feel a lift in the chest. I think for now, bend the knees, have the feet planted on the floor. And that just puts the pelvis a little bit more in neutral, less strain on the low back. And it should be reasonably comfortable. So do experiment with the position of that brick. It might need to come a little higher. And then choose the height of the brick underneath your head. You don't want your head to be tipping back too much. But again, it should feel comfortable. So Maggie, I think, yeah, no, that looks good. Yeah, great. And then arms out a little way from your body, and just feel around your collarbones the difference between having your palms down to the floor and having them open to the ceiling. See if you can feel the difference that makes very deep into the shoulder joint. So can you feel the head of the arm bone as you move your hands between the 2 positions? Can you feel it moving, opening the very front of the shoulder joint as you take your palms up, and closing, and you may even feel a change in the pressure of your scapula, your shoulder blades on the floor, as you turn them back. So as you turn the palms up to the ceiling, that's external rotation. I might use that term this morning. And as you turn the palms down, that's internal rotation. And we're going to work on externally rotating the head of the arm bone in the shoulder joint. So find a comfortable position where the palms are up, shoulder blades melting over the brick. And I'm just going to nip down and shut the door, which I've forgotten to lock. So while I pop downstairs, begin to tune into your breath. And notice the breath coming up all the way to the collarbones, the broadening, that opening that we're cultivating with that external rotation and opening of the shoulder joint. The brick should feel comfortable, so shift if you need to, and begin to match the inhale with the exhale. Feel the spaciousness in the body with the inhale up to the collarbones, and feel the shoulder blades melting over the bricks with each exhale. Yeah, that looks better. Yeah. One more steady breath. Inhale, exhale. And on the next inhale, sweep the arms up, fingertips towards the ceiling. And here, I just want us to tune into the shoulder blades. So as you inhale, lift the fingertips towards the ceiling, feel the shoulder blades slide off your back. And maybe the chest rounds a little bit. And as you exhale, without bending the elbows, keep the arms straight and let the shoulder blades melt back down over the block. So inhale, lift the shoulder blades off the brick, feel them slide off your ribs. And then take them to the back of your heart, sliding back onto the ribs, squeeze the brick. Good, let's do that twice more. Really tuning in, developing awareness of where the shoulder blades are. Squeezing the brick with the exhale, arms stay in alignment. Sliding the shoulder blades off. Brilliant, and then squeezing them back in. Nice. And then bring them back to the back of the heart, sliding the shoulder blades onto the ribs. And then bend the elbows and bring your thumbs in line with your ears. So in a Y shape, so elbows out wide, Maggie. So cactus arms, maybe you know that phrase, yeah. So can you feel, and just take care here, if you do have any shoulder niggles, don't push into them and bring them out slightly. So your elbows are out to the sides, thumbs more or less in line with the ears or the temples. And spread the fingertips wide. Again, can you squeeze the brick, draw the shoulder blades down and into the back of the ribs. Feel the lift in the heart, feel the opening in the very front of the shoulder socket. Now turn the palms to the ceiling. So you lift the hands towards the ceiling and then turn the palms to face the floor. So you're in, that's it, Maggie, yeah. Now you might find if you're really tight in the shoulders, you're not going to get very far here, and that's fine. But feel the sensation in the front of your shoulders. So I didn't express that very well, sorry ladies. So we've come from cactus arms, palms up, external rotation. And you're just rotating, taking the palms to look at the ceiling. So the thumbs are now in line with your waist, more or less. Great. So feel the sensation in the shoulder joint. Externally rotating, opening through the shoulder. And then internal rotation, less comfortable. Feel what happens in the shoulder joint. You may not take it as far as me. Good. Inhale to open. That's it now. Exhale to close the front of the shoulder like you're closing an eye. Great. And with your next inhale, take the arms wide into a Y position. Again, draw the shoulder blades down onto the spine, squeezing the brick a little bit. And take a couple of breaths here, opening up from the pubic bone to the collarbones, even to the fingertips. And if you have the flexibility in your shoulders, you might find that you can rest your hands on the floor, but don't worry if they're lifted. Keep the shoulder blades drawing into the back of your heart center. Maybe you can turn the mat so that you're kind of in between the neutral space. And don't worry about lining the bricks. Take one more breath there, opening up. And then bring the hands to the sides, palms down, and press into the floor to come up off the brick. And come and sit. So Maggie, nice and high in Thunderbolt Vajrasana. If that's not great for your knees, you can pop the rope underneath your sit bones and lift a little higher. And then let's, again, tune into the shoulder blades. Lift the shoulders to the ears, take them back, slide them onto the rib cage. Great, now see can you relax your arms. We don't want to be in a military position here. We want to be drawn open at the collarbones and then turn the palms forwards. Again, can you feel even more opening through the front of the shoulder joint? Great. Now tone the belly. Lengthen the tailbone. And keep the thumbs turning back, opening the palms, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And again, tone the belly, lengthen the tailbone. So sometimes when we open the chest, the tendency, Rosie, is to arch the back. So what we want is to draw the belly in. So we're lengthening the tailbone, just opening through the upper back. So the shoulder blades hug into the back of the heart center. Great, can you keep the shoulder blades where they are? Take the fingertips to the back of the skull. Keep the shoulders drawing in and down, opening through the front of the shoulders. Inhale here as you exhale. From the belly, turn and twist to the right. Keeping the shoulders open, so don't let that left shoulder sneak in. Inhale through the center, shoulder blades drawing into the back of the heart. Tailbone long, belly turns, twist to the left. And once more each side, inhale through the center, exhale. Really feel the shoulders sliding onto the back, neck long. Good, inhale through the center, exhale, and twist the other way. Moving back to the center. Once more, bringing the arms to the sides, palms forwards, chest lifting, belly toned. And then bring the hands underneath the shoulders, come into 4-point kneeling. So your hands are underneath the shoulders, the knees are underneath the hips. Again, turning the belly, so don't let the center sag. And instead of doing a cat-cow as we normally do, taking in the whole spine, let's just feel the shoulder blades. So this can be a challenge of proprioception. Your brain might take a while to understand what we're asking of it. The elbows stay straight. Hands spread wide, grounding through the inner edges, the outer edges of the hands. As you push into the floor, the shoulder blades slide off the back. You round the upper back. And then as you let the chest come towards the floor, the shoulders squeeze into the back of the heart. Good. So inhale here. Exhale to push into the floor. Shoulder blades slide off the spine. So the movement is in the upper back and the shoulder blades. Don't worry too much about the low back. Great, so moving between those. Exhaling, you can tuck the chin as you push into the floor, shoulders draw off the ribs, and then hug them in. Lengthen the neck as you inhale, squeezing the shoulder blades in. Great. So like you're WD-40ing the space between your shoulder blades and your ribs. Feel the slide, the glide of the tissues. Lovely, let's do 2 more like that. Just controlling the movement of the shoulder blades, arms strong and straight. Great. And then the next time you inhale, allow the rest of your spine to get involved. So allow the belly to drop towards the mat and lift the sit bones, collarbones, and then pushing into the floor. The shoulders can slide off again, but this time tuck the chin, tuck the tail. Feel the movement coming in the whole of the spine, not just around the shoulder blades. Shoulders draw onto the heart as you inhale, look forwards, lengthen. Exhale, pushing into the floor to curl the whole spine. Lovely, let's do 2 more of those. Full spine cat-cow. Really feeling still the movement through the shoulders, as well as the rest of the spine. Nice. Great. And then find a neutral position. So your hands are still strong, arms still straight, belly toned, back is flat. And take the right hand and once more take the fingertips to the back of the skull. Roll the shoulder blade onto the back of the ribs on this right side. So you need to engage the muscles in the middle of the shoulders towards the spine to draw the shoulder blade into place, lifting the elbow to the side. Great. Now inhale and twist and open to the right. So it's going to be frustrating. It doesn't feel as if you can go very far. Brilliant. So you're still pressing both knees into the floor. You're still toning the belly back, squeezing the shoulder onto the back of the heart. And then straighten the arm, take it up. Great. Can you draw the thumb back, open through the front of the joint? That's it. Yeah. And then exhale and thread all the way through to the left, bending the left elbow. Take the right shoulder to the floor, the head to the floor if you can. You can stay lifted if that's better for you. As you push into the left hand a little bit, can you roll the shoulder blade onto the back of the heart? So you're twisting the ribs round, the chest round, and breathing into the twist. Feel that in the upper back. Great. So Anne, lift the left elbow. Stay where you are. Stay where you are. Lift the left elbow off the floor. Yeah. And then roll that left shoulder into the back of the heart. That's it. So you really need to squeeze the hand there. Then you can squeeze this in here. Yeah, and then you get a bit more space. Okay. Great. Take one more breath there. And then push it into the left hand to come back up. We'll take that to the other side. So bring the left fingertips to the back of the skull. You're keeping your torso in neutral as you twist and open. So try not to get movement through the hips, just to get more opening. That's where your cheat is going to be there. The hips will swing out to the side. So try and keep that neutral, lifting the elbow towards the ceiling. Hug the left shoulder blade into the spine. Great. Squeeze the shoulder blades into the back of the heart and then lift the left arm. Great. Turn and open the palm towards the ceiling. Feel how that gives you more space in the front of the joint. Now find your breath, full and steady. Great. And on your next exhale, thread the left arm through, bend the right elbow. Pushing into the right hand, can you roll the right shoulder blade onto the spine? And maybe you can rest the left shoulder, the head on the floor. Breathe into the upper back. Keep that right shoulder blade hugging into the back of the heart. Yeah, really good. Take another breath. And then come back to the center. Walk the hands towards the top of your mat. Stay high on the fingertips. Draw the shoulder blades onto the spine once more, lifting the sit bones. Can you let the heart melt towards the floor? So you're not letting the shoulders sneak up towards the ears. We're still drawing back onto the back of the heart and then letting the heart melt. If that feels really tight in your shoulders, take the hands wider. And you might find that the forehead reaches the floor, but it doesn't matter if it doesn't. Great, and once more, can you let the back of the heart melt, even though the shoulders are drawing in? And breathe into the upper back. Nice squeeze, really good. Feel the sit bones broaden and even the collarbones broaden. Take one more breath. And then walk the hands back underneath your shoulders. Walk the knees a little further back than your hips. Tuck the toes. Strong hands, strong arms, shoulders onto the back, neck long, and then lift the sit bones and press into downward facing dog. Take the gaze back to the toes, chest towards the thighs. So your ears are in between your arms. Slide the shoulder blades onto your spine and root into the hands. Lovely. So you should feel really strong and aware of the back of your heart and shoulder blades. Really good. Take one more breath, round the face up. And then taking the weight forwards a little, bring the left knee to the floor and turn onto the right foot. So the right foot parallel to the short edge of your mat. Foot, knee, and left hand are in a line. Take the right hand to the hip. Begin to open the belly, the ribs to the side. And once more, can you roll the shoulder blade onto the spine? Start to open towards the ceiling. Nice. So keep that right shoulder blade hugging into the spine and then sweep the arm out in front of you, thumb in front of your nose. So this is a really good way of drawing the shoulder blade back onto the spine. So can you hug the arm back into the body? Shoulder blade squeeze into the spine. So fingertips towards the median hand. There. Yeah, and then you can hug in. Nice. Now keep the shoulder blade hugging in and take the fingertips up to the ceiling. Great. Now can you turn the thumb back towards the back and open the palm towards your nose? Yeah, that's it. Can you feel that opens up in the shoulder even more? Can you feel that? Yeah, lovely. Great. Opening the chest. Keep rooting into the back foot. Neck long. If you feel tension in your neck, just look down. Great. Take one more breath. And then we're going to sweep the arm back towards the hips, out in front. Hug it in, shoulder blade drawing in, and then reach overhead. Can you press into the foot? And from there, extend into the fingertips. Lengthen the tailbone. Lovely job. And then right hand to join the left hand. Step back, downward facing dog. Take a steady breath. Once more, drawing the shoulder blades onto the spine. Feel how that allows the head to release towards the floor. And then drop the right knee down to the floor. Line up the right hand, the right knee. Step the left foot back parallel to the short edge of your mat. So you want this back leg really strong, pressing into the outside edge. The arch can lift. Now, left hand on the hip. Start to lengthen the tailbone, the belly is toned, and start to turn the chest towards the ceiling. Great. And then take the left arm out in front of you. Can you squeeze the shoulder blade onto the back of the heart once more? Great. Keep it squeezing in, and then take the left fingertips towards the ceiling, and then turn the thumb back to the back of your mat. Lovely. So you're opening the palm, opening the front of the shoulder joint, opening the heart, and turning even another quarter turn, the chest towards the ceiling. Take any tension out of your neck, look down if you need to. Lovely. Belly tone, pressing into that back foot. Great. Keep the shoulder blade on the spine as you take the hand forwards again. Thumb in line with your nose. Hug the shoulder blade back onto the spine and then reach it forwards overhead. Lovely. Fingertips forwards. Great. Now can you push into the left foot, tone the belly, and reach into the fingertips even more without that shoulder blade sliding. Oh, lovely. Really good. Right hand strong. One more breath. And then turn. Tucking the toes. Step back, downward facing dog or puppy dog. Shoulders drop onto the back of the heart once more. Feel the head release towards the mat. Hands strong, arms strong. And take another steady breath. Keeping the pelvis stable, don't let it open. Inhale to lift the right foot towards the ceiling. Great. You're going to hug the knee towards the chest and step the foot to the hands. Drop the left knee down. And grab a pad for the knees if you need to. You're on a hard floor. Gentle on the knees. So square the pelvis. What do we mean? We need to draw that right hip back so you feel a squeezing in. The chest is even to the front of the mat. Begin to tone the belly as you sweep the arms up. Great. Keep the arms coming as you bend the elbows. Squeeze the shoulders into the back of the heart. Great. Turn the palms up to the ceiling. Feel how that opens the front of the chest. Great. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, open. Squeeze the shoulder blades in. Thumbs back. Great. Let's do two more. Inhale. Exhale. Squeeze in. Feel the heart lift. Palms open. Thumbs back. Good. One more. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze and open, back of the neck long, and then bring the hands back to the floor, lift the back knee, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, when you're ready, lift the left foot to the ceiling, pelvis still square to the mat. As you exhale, squeeze the knee in, step it to the hands, drop the right knee. Help it along if you need to. Sweeping the arms up. Draw the shoulder blades onto the back of the heart as you bend the elbows. Then turn the palms to the ceiling. Get even more opening. So you're squeezing the shoulder blades into the back of the heart. Palms open, thumbs back. Take the ears back, the throat back. Tone the belly to protect the low back. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, squeeze in. Great, let's do three more. Inhale. Exhale. Lovely. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Squeeze. Good. Inhale. Hands to the floor. Lift the back knee. Step back. Downward facing dog. Take a steady breath. Shoulders on the back of the heart. Releasing the neck, the head. Look to the hands, step forward. Great.
Begin to firm the legs, firm the belly, and roll the shoulder blades onto the spine as you lift the heart. The hands can come to the thighs. Good. Keep the heart open as you fold. So keep the shoulder blades there. Great. And then sweeping the arms up alongside your ears. Come all the way to standing. Shoulders slide down the back. Great. Even here, let's open up the chest. Thumbs back. Squeezing the shoulder blades in. And you lengthen the tailbone so we're not arching and losing energy out to the front. Great, draw the belly back, right into the feet, as if you're flying. Lovely. And then release into Tadasana. Even in Tadasana, can you feel as you open the palms forward, thumbs pointing outwards, can you hug the shoulder blades into the back of the heart? Okay. And then turn the palms to the body. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, open the heart as you bend the knees as much as you need to, coming into forward fold. Once more, hug the shoulders into the back of the heart as you lift the gaze forward, firm the legs. Exhaling, hands to the floor, step back into downward facing dog. Shoulders on the spine as you inhale forwards into plank. And plank is one of the poses where we really need the shoulder blades in the back of the heart. Then we need to turn the belly, lengthen through the tailbone, press into the heels. Shoulder blades on the spine, neck long, beautiful. Really good. Take one more breath here. And then lower to the floor, to your belly. Roll the shoulder blades into the back of the heart. Once more, press into the hands. Hugging the shoulder blades in, back of the neck long. Inhale, rise. Cobra. Shoulder blades still hugging in as you lower. Pressing into the hands. Coming back into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left foot high. Exhale, hug the knee in as you step the foot forwards, drop the right knee down. Great. Sweeping the arms up. Opening out, thumbs back. And then take the hands to the back of the hips. So we are, thumbs are facing out, and you're pressing into the back of the pelvis. Can you roll the shoulder blades in and squeeze the elbows towards each other? Now, often in yoga, when we're opening the heart, we interlink the hands. Just try that for a moment. So we interlink the hands. Can you feel what happens in the front of the shoulders? So we internally rotate. So even when we're opening and squeezing the shoulder blades back, if we've got the hands interlinked, we're closing the front of the shoulder joint. So once more, let's do that again. Open up, palms up, thumbs back. Then take the hands to the back of the sacrum, and once more, open the front of the shoulder joint. Lovely. Lift the heart, lengthen the tailbone, look up. Great. Keep the left hand there, sweep the right arm up, and follow the gaze into a little back bend, still toning the belly. Lovely. Shoulder blade drawing back. Really good. And then sweep the hands to the floor, step back, downward facing dog. Steady breath, shoulders draw onto the spine. And then lifting the right. Hug the knee in as you step it forward, drop the left knee down, sweep the arms up, open out the heart, thumbs back, opening even into the deepest part of the shoulder joint. Now, as we come into this back bend, we want to protect the low back. And again, the temptation is when we open the chest, it feels so great that we take it into the low back. We don't want that. So tone the belly. That lifts you out of the lunge a little bit. Toning the belly, lengthen the tailbone. Keep all of that integrity there. And get the lift from the ribs up to the shoulders. Thumbs back, palms up. Squeeze the shoulder blades into the back of the heart. Lovely. Now take the hands to the back of the pelvis. Once more, roll the shoulder blades back. Push into the pelvis, and that helps to lengthen the tailbone, lift the heart. Great. Keep the right hand there, sweep the left arm alongside your ear. Follow the gaze if you can. Otherwise, keep the eyes forward.
That doesn't feel good in the neck. Lovely. 2 more breaths. And then sweep the hands to the floor. Lift the back knee. Downward facing dog. You can rest in puppy or child if you need a break. Steady breath. Shoulders draw away from the floor. Hands strong, arms strong. Really good. And then let's float forwards into plank. Draw the shoulder blades into the back of the heart in plank. Turn the belly. Lower down to the floor. And then bring the elbows underneath the shoulders. Turn the palms down, which we now know is internally rotating the shoulder even subtly. I wonder if we can do things with the palms up. We probably can. Let's do that. It's learning as we go along. So the elbows are underneath the shoulders. Now, normally in Sphinx pose, where we're heading, we turn the palms down, and that's good. But we're then getting a balance between squeezing the shoulder blades into the back of the heart, but we're turning the head of the arm bone in the socket. So try turning the palms up. Can you feel there's a really subtle opening in the front of the shoulder joint? Really subtle. So you're pressing, cats are joining the yoga, pressing the back of the forearms into the floor, pressing the elbows into the floor. As you press the forearms down, you lift the chest, draw the shoulders into the back of the heart. Good. Now we need to take it out of the low back. So press the feet into the floor, firm the thighs. As you firm the thighs, press the feet into the floor, you might feel the knees lift. Good. Now tone the belly as if you were going to lift the belly off the floor. And once more, feel as if you're lengthening the abdomen, hugging the shoulder blades into the back of the heart. Sphinx pose. Really nice. Tops of the ears back, throat back. One more breath. And then release to the floor. Well done. Hands either side of the chest. Press back onto your knees. Take it steady. Just let the sit bones press towards the heels. And then tuck the toes, leading with the sit bones downward facing dog. Steady the breath. Shoulder blades onto the back of the heart. Really good. And then inhale, the right foot lifts, exhale, step it forwards. Keeping the back thigh lifted, sweep the arms up, take the thumbs back, open the heart. Lovely. And once more, can you tone the belly, lengthen the tailbone, so that the lift comes from the base of the rib cage up to the front of the armpits and into the heart. Lovely. Ears back, throat back, neck long. And then turn the back foot down, parallel to the short edge of your mat. Begin to windmill the arms round so that you're facing the long edge of the mat. You come into warrior two. Lunging through the front knee. Even in warrior two, rolling the palms up, thumbs back, open through the heart. And lunge a little deeper. Great. Can you look up as you lift the heart? Really good. And then taking the right elbow onto the front thigh. Again, roll even the right shoulder blade onto the spine. Keep pushing into the elbow to lift the heart. And then sweep the left arm alongside your ear. No, not yet. Out in front of your nose. Hug the shoulder blade in. And then take it alongside your ear. So you're pressing the shoulder into the back of the heart. There's lots of space for your neck and your ear. Lovely, take another breath. Push into both feet evenly, sweep back up into warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Keep the thumbs pressing back and swap. So you're going to turn your left toes out away from me. So you're going to go the other way. Lunge into the left knee, strong into the back foot. Opening the heart, shoulders squeeze into the back of the ribs. Palms up, thumbs back, lovely. Lengthen the tailbone. Lunge a little deeper, warrior two. Take another breath. Maybe even look up, open the heart. And then left elbow to the front thigh. Turning the right palm down, take the thumb in front of your nose, hug the shoulder blade back into the back of your heart, and then sweep it alongside your ear. So there's lots of space. Great, side angle pose, rooting into that back foot. Good, tailbone. Nice. One more breath. And then sweep the hands to the floor. And press that downward facing dog. Drop to the knees. Drop to the elbows. And walk the elbows forward so that you can bow the forehead to the floor and take the palms together behind your skull. Now can you release the upper back? Sit bones lifted. Feeling the front of the armpits open. Really good. And then walk the hands forwards and come back onto your belly. Elbows underneath the shoulders. Bend the right knee. Show the sole of your foot to the ceiling. Great, and lengthen the tailbone. Pressing into the left elbow, can you bring the right arm alongside your ear and begin to circle it back, thumb towards the ceiling, and can you reach back for the foot or the ankle? Good. So we've opened the front of the shoulder by bringing the thumb towards the ceiling. Can you take the right hip back to the floor? Yeah, that's it, Maggie. Lovely, keep squeezing the shoulders into the back of the heart. Take the gaze forwards. And then release. Take that to the other side. So the right leg is pressing into the floor as the left knee bends. Show the sole of your foot to the ceiling. Great, so there's lots of muscular energy in that left foot. Sweep the left arm alongside your ear as you root into the right forearm. And then begin to sweep the hand round so the thumb is to the ceiling. And then see, you may just be touching the heel. You might be able to hold on to the ankle. Keeping the thumb up towards the ceiling. Good, press the foot and the hand in towards each other. And then see if you can root the left hip back to the floor. Opening through the heart. Take another breath. And then release, rest your head on your hands. And just rock the pelvis. Then you can either sit back into child and rest, breathe into the back, or we can just say hello to locust before we wind down. So if you're coming with me into locust, just rest on your forehead for a moment, bring the legs towards each other, take the arms to the sides, and this time we're going to roll the palms out, thumbs up, so the palms are away from you. So even in locust today, we're opening the front of the shoulders. So then lifting the hands off the floor, lift the head off the floor. Firm the legs, squeeze the shoulder blades into the back of the heart. And then pressing the feet together, the legs together, lift the feet and fly. Lovely, so thumbs out, thumbs up, thumbs out. Brilliant, shoulders squeezing in, heart lifting. Great, you can keep the feet on the floor if you want to. Take 2 more breaths, locust, flying locust. 1 more breath. Well done, everybody. And then release, press into the hands, knees wide, toes together. Child's pose. Breathe into the low back, into the back of the waist, broadening the pelvis. And then walk the hands back and roll onto the sit bones and onto your back. And get there however you want to.
Bring the shoulder blades underneath the ribs once more so they feel flat and supported on the ground. And then cross the right leg over the left, so you're in a cross-legged position. Arms are out to the sides, palms up. Inhale, and as you exhale, let the knees come over to the left, roll onto the outside of that left foot. Coming into a twist. The gaze can stay neutral to the ceiling, or you can take the nose, the gaze to the right. Inhale through the center, keep the legs as they are. And then take the legs to the right. So you haven't changed the cross yet. And the top leg can just root the bottom knee towards the ceiling. Again, feel the difference in the stretch. Breathe into it. Gaze in neutral or to the left. Inhale to the center, change the cross of your legs. And with your next exhale, knees to the right. Doesn't matter how far they go. Breathe into the twist. Gaze neutral or to the left. Inhale through the center. You might need to shift the hips slightly to the right and take the knees to the left. Gaze to suit you. Inhale to the center, uncross the legs. And rest in Supta Baddha Konasana, so soles of the feet together, knees float out wide. If this is not great for your back, then choose a position for Shavasana. And once more, roll the shoulders underneath the ribs so you feel that natural opening in the collarbones and even into the shoulder joint. Palms up, arms relaxed. And let go of any effort in your breath, any tone and tension in the muscles. If you wish, you can stay in Baddha Konasana legs, otherwise straighten the legs, letting the feet flop. Feel the back of the ribs, the back of the heart center, releasing into gravity, letting go. In some of the yoga traditions, we talk about a heart opening practice, which is an invitation to open to grace. And for me, that is opening to the possibilities of what can happen in life, being open and trusting in the path ahead. Anything is possible. Without changing your breath, tune into the back of your body, noticing the heels, the legs, the back of your pelvis, the back of your ribs, your arms, even the back of your neck and skull, being
aware of that contact with the earth. Feeling supported without changing your breath. Notice the front of the body, from the toes, the tops of the feet, the shins, the thighs, the front of the pelvis, your belly, the ribs, the chest, the heart, the collarbones, the front of your arms, your throat, your face to the crown of your head. Feeling open and ready. Clearing the heart. And into all of that space, begin to deepen the breath. Feel as if the whole of your body is breathing in from the toes to the crown and exhaling from the crown to the toes. Every cell open and ready. And when you're ready, bring the knees into the chest, hug in. Roll onto your side. Come to seated. Eyes closed. Once more, take the arms out to the sides, turn the palms to the ceiling, toning the belly, lengthening the tailbone, thumbs draw back as you feel the heart open, shoulder blades draw in. Keep the shoulder blades there as you bring the arms down and then the palms together in front of your heart, open. And with great love and with gratitude for joining me this morning. Namaste. Namaste. Thanks, everyone. Well done, everyone. This makes you feel like singing. Sorry. Thank you. What day is it? Saturday. Bye, everyone. Nice to meet you, Emily. Good journey back. Bye.
Thanks for having us, Sophie. Thank you.
Oh, great. Enjoy. There's no chair yoga the following 2 weekends because I'm away. So Jill is covering like the 8:30 yoga class. Yeah. So someone do recording so that you've got at least one to do at home. I'm painting the bathroom, which will be lovely. And then going to Cornwall for the second half of the week, which will be even more wonderful. Seeing nieces and nephews and family, and then 2 nights in a big nice hotel, stuffing lots of good food in my face. That to me is a holiday. Apart from painting it, but that would be good. Yeah, exactly. Next week is normal, yes.